Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at. Shoots! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
What a throw in. Danilo. Vidal goes looking. Just brushed off the ball there. Chance to break. Barnes. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Barnes. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Well played, he saw that coming. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dashing forward at pace. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Flamengo are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka. A lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Gerson. And it's Vidal. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Vidal. He's found his man. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Well, that's where he wants it. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And now the breakaway. Hoists it forward and back to base. Barnes. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Knocks it away. It's come through. Well read, he sorted that out. And he's there to hoof it away. Trippier. Defenders on the back foot. It's got through to him. He's got it, and he's got shooting chance! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Newcastle are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation.
Has a hit! In it goes! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looking to break out here. Brings it forward. Barnes. Massive leap! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Decent looking ball. Cut out in the nick of time. Managed to get it away. Towering header! He's missed, but not by that far. Cleared away. Goes for it! He scores! Into the lead once more. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. Newcastle take the lead. Barnes. It's got through. He's tried one. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That's the whistle for half-time.
Newcastle are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Newcastle are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. Well, the action has already resumed here. No changes at the interval from either side. Barnes. Now a chance to break. Barnes! A real chance and a real let-off.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And it's played forward. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Trippier. And here's the chance to counter. Barnes. He spotted the run and played him through. And through to the goalkeeper. Danilo. Vidal. Barnes. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Receives it in a good position. Has a hit! Back of the net!
Flamengo are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Flamengo get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Gabriel. Chance! Sticks it away! It's level again! What a match we have! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
Barnes! That's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And that's been levered clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Forward it goes. Oh, some tackle that. And the finish! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Pope will lay claim to that. Barnes. Gets on the end, and the shot! Oh, real danger here. Gets up to head it! It's a goal! And they're back in front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's gone for it! Should have equalised.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
Newcastle making another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
A real chance to break.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Done very well to intervene. Barnes.
Newcastle are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Lovely bit of skill. Gabriel tries a shot! Goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Oh, there was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Tries to dink it in. Vidal. 4 added minutes on the board. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Gabriel. That's offside. Yes, it is.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Barnes. And that will be the final act. What a game, wonderful stuff, and the right result. Neither side really deserved to lose. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away support. Goes for goal! Bruno Fernandes. He could be in here. Barnes. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Casemiro. A real chance to break. Bruno Fernandes. He's pinged one through here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Casemiro does well to read it and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Well played, he saw that coming. Barnes. Well weighted. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Maguire did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Aimed in towards the centre. Corner it is then. De Ligt can get it clear. Has a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
He's had a look. He's gone for it! Barnes. That's a promising ball. Oh, he's in! Cut out in the nick of time. This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Barnes has a hit! And the defence can get it clear.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Gets on the end of it. Bruno Fernandes. Neither side yet able to find the net. Trippier. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. And help's available out wide. Defender's on the back foot. Knocks one up, he gets! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Gets wrestled off the ball. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. That'll be a goal kick. Trippier. Forward it goes. He's got options out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
And nobody's going to argue with that. Barnes. Good idea, just poorly executed. Casemiro. And here's the chance to counter. Barnes. Bruno Fernandes. He's picked him out. Tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
And always such a great time to score. A brilliant boost before you head in for...
And there's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Already up and running for the second half.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Looking to break out here. That's a good ball to find it. No foul, says the ref. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Barnes. Fires it in low. Maguire is there and he can get that clear. And now the breakaway. Has a pop! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And
hits one! And he's found the net! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Quick glance at goal. It's got through and...
Newcastle are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much. He's had a goal! It's in! They are right back in business.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
We have ourselves a real game here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Bruno Fernandes shapes to shoot! Good ball, it's found its target. Barnes. And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Forward, what does he try? Going for goal! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's hoisted clear. It's come through. Trippier, and he's cut it out. Casemiro drives it forward. And now they can launch a counter. And it's been taken straight back.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Has he picked him out? Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Managed to get it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Real chance! No mistake! And they've got their lead back. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up.
He's had a shot! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Great leap! And yes, it's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel, the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
Barnes.
Maguire.
Well, they can break here. He spotted the run and played him through. Shot a goal! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And time is up. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a results business, and this result is worth nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance...
Hello one and all, we are glad to have you on board for what must surely be the most unmissable game of this season. It could seal the final destination of the title. Of course, there are minor conditions attached. As with all of these things, 3 points are required. Sounds very easy on paper, but it could well prove to be otherwise in reality. Well, Manchester, clearly one of the genuine footballing hubs in England. And here is the hallowed turf, which is Old Trafford. All smiles as they line up. Will it... Towering header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And that's been levered clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
That's a promising ball. It's found its way to him. He's had a shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hoists it forward. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Out to the left it goes. Shaw delivers. Forward it goes. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a...
And they've been caught out here. Quick glance at goal. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This to go one up. Good save, really well read. And here's Vidal. Vidal. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Bruno Fernandes. Flamengo are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Chance to break. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Now, chance to break. Gets on the end of it. Has a hit! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And it's Gabriel. Gabriel has a pop! It has got through to it, goes for goal! Yes, it's in! Could that be the start of something big?
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Flamengo have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Bruno Fernandes. This could spell chance! Here's Gabriel. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And he's there to clear it. Chooses to go back. Vidal. Well read, he sorted that out. Casemiro has got himself a free kick. Goes for goal! It's a goal!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. It was real venom.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, another save. Looking to break out here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the teams level. So, there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're already into the second period. No reported change to either side during the break. Now the counter. And it's Gabriel. Hits one! That comes as a mighty relief. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Shame, that was nicely worked.
Well, there are a few pockets of...
Oh, terrible pass. Plays it out to the wing. Chance! Tries a shot! It's in! And they get themselves in front!
Flamengo are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
Flamengo go into the lead. He could be in here. And a shot!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
And the through ball is intercepted. And he's cut it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Over to the left. And there's a goal! In for the follow-up! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's hoisted clear. He's had a go! Oh, that is rather wayward. So here comes the substitution. Gabriel, going for goal! Tries a header! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Goes for goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Another corner then. Knocks it away. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, what a ball! Has a pop! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Gets the better of his man. It's anyone's ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. And he's surging through. Got a sight of goal. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's played forward. Gets it back. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, shooting chance! Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And that will be the final act. Flamengo stand at the dawn of yet another league campaign. The overwhelming question being, of course, how ready are they? It's a great time to be a fan. Smiles are beaming, expectations are up. They've been deprived of the game during the off-season. It feels like an eternity. New hopes, new faces, but the same old game. That match-day feeling is well and truly back. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a vast stadium, which many, and rightly so, consider the spiritual home of the world game. Has a pop!
Well, that is rather wayward.
Danilo. Vidal. Not offside that time. Is there any support? He might not... Chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Barnes really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Oh, smart save. Back into the middle. Trippier goes up and over. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man. It is quite a run he's making here. Looking for a corner. Play for a throw. Vidal with the foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Defending of the desperate variety. Tries to get it clear. Plays a clever pass. And now the breakaway. He gets past his man. He's had a shot. And in again. And he's done it. And Flamengo take the lead. Pope reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper
Goes for goal! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Pope will lay claim to that. A real chance to break. And he's on his way! Oh, really? Shoots! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Well, they could break here. Here's Gabriel. He's played him through. Has a pop! In it goes! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Flamengo hits one! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Needed a better pass there. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Dashing forward at pace. He's made sure that that won't get through. And they've been caught out here. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? And help's available out wide. Here it is now, surely! And he heaves it forward. Trippier has it in a wide position, so what next? Barnes. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Flamengo go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we are already promptly back underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were. Has a pop! He scored! The second half sparked straight into life.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Newcastle get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half. Just
has a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Trippier. He's had a look, has a goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Barnes. Oh, what a ball! Out to the right. Oh, it's Gabriel. Gabriel. Shot at goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Brings it forward. Barnes. It's a big chance! Forward it goes. Newcastle really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack.
Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Vidal. Flamengo to look really good value for a win here on opening day. It's come close to goal! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been,
obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Who's ball? Who's going to get there? And he's cut it out. Oh, shooting chance! And in it goes! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here.
Chance! Really well taken goal. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Barnes. And now they can launch a counter. He's through the middle. It's a brilliant interception.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Where to next? Gap has a hit! And that would have won it.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Newcastle can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Danilo does well to read it and intercepts.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Barnes plays it backwards, and they'll try again. And the finish! It's bounced out! Oh, taken with style! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Newcastle give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And that will be the final act. Flamengo get off to a winning start. It bodes well for what promises to be another exciting season. So what do you take away from it all? Well, it is that special time of the year where everyone starts as equals. Far back in the distance, memories of last season, positions and points tallies on the last day, that's all now irrelevant. It is all about the ultimate prize that lies a long way ahead. That buoyant feeling is here. New start, fresh hope. Get the season off to a flyer. The fans are believing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. So everybody starts on nothing. Last season is in the past. We are all equals.
Yes, Peter, and I believe that year on year the game is going from strength to strength. It's impossible for that not to happen because of the increasing wealth. That attracts the best talent and management and, of course, greater expectation. The boundaries have to continue being stretched and to the limit. Supporters have an insatiable appetite to want more excitement and entertainment, so let the show begin.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Shooting chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Gabriel. Well weighted. He's had a shot! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! That was easy, almost too easy.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Flamengo go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Going through, he's come loose. He's had a go! Oh, the ball's come, oh, real danger here. Gabriel has a hit, and yes, it's there! All too easy, they are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And it's played forward. Could move up a gear here. Done very well to intervene. Now it's Gabriel. Vidal. Gabriel. Pings it out wide. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Breaks on here. Hoists it forward. He's through. Real chance! Flamengo are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short...
Has a goal! Fabian Ruiz. How about a shot? He has a pop! And it's there! And surely that settles it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Flamengo take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Looking to get within range. This is gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Looking here to cut their deficit. And here's Dembele. Dembele. It's found its way to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Tries to get it forward quickly. Good idea, just poorly executed. Now it's Gabriel. Goalkeeper's ball. And the first 45 minutes are up. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I'm sure the manager's talk...
Has a hit! Goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
Flamengo tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Hakimi positions himself well and cuts it out, dashing forward at pace. Battles to win it back. Vidal. Forward it goes. Now it's Gabriel. Forward it goes. Tries lifting it over. And he's straight offside. Danilo.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Cut out in the nick of time. Up towards the front line. And the counter is on. Now it's Dembele. Driving on, he could shoot here. Fabian Ruiz delivers the ball. Vidal can get it clear. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Danilo cuts it out. Chance! He's kept it out. That's a great save.
Flamengo know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Marquinhos gets it away. And they win it back again. Surely a big chance! And in it goes! Well, surely that completes the demolition, if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Fabian Ruiz. Hoists it forward. He's played him through. Oh, he's found him, it goes for goal! Gabriel. And the finish! Really well taken goal. Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's played forward. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Fabian Ruiz. It's a promising ball. Marquinhos gets into the right position to intercept. Five minutes left on the clock. Tries to get it forward quickly. Crunching tackle. Gerson. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, what a... Hits one! Gerson. And that will be the final act. Well, it has been a hugely disappointing start here, and the critics will be sharpening their knives. The boss has some questions to answer. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, nobody wants to open a new season in this fashion. It leaves a sour taste in the mouth when...
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this really is a great bit. Tries to float one. A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes.
Gets up to head it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Quick run, has a goal! And the follow-up! It's there! Pope reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Defender's on the back foot, cuts it out. Barnes goes for goal. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
That's a throw. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Hoists it forward. Barnes. Could be a chance. He scores! They have come roaring back. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. He's had a goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Barnes. Well played, he saw that coming. Hakimi. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's away. Tries a shot! And it goes! And the comeback is complete! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Newcastle got themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Barnes. Dashing forward at pace. This could spell danger. He's got it, and he's got time.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Dembele. Dembele. Driving on, he could shoot here. Out to the right. And he's there to cut it out. He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, that had to be more accurate. Barnes. And he's got the ball glued to it. Shot at goal! That was mighty close. He's made sure that that won't get through. Barnes. Newcastle have a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Now the counter. Here's the through ball. Dembele. Big chance! Trippier. Hoists it forward. Barnes. Crowd calling for him to shoot. In with a header! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Newcastle head into the half-time break with a narrow lead. It's Dembele! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as Tesco featured, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's picked him out. Barnes, drilled in low. And he heaves it forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Barnes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Newcastle with a chance here to increase their lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's on his way. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. It's Dembele. Dembele has a pop! Oh, taken with style!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Brings it forward, and he's surging through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Decent looking ball. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Could try cutting inside here. Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And the finish! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Chance here to level it up. He'll fancy himself from here. Chooses to go back. Goes back. Gets it, shoots! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
Oh, that's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
The changes then.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Trippier into the channel. Flings in across.
Newcastle are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Lee Kang-in. Newcastle need to hold on for a few more moments.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation.
Has a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
He could be in here. Going for goal! That's a throw. But there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Barnes, who does have an assist to his name, gets it back. And that's that. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. A reminder, lest you need it, that this is first against second, and the expectations are... He's had a goal! There's a goal! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Newcastle take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Flamengo are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka. A lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
That intervention was very necessary. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Flamengo just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Has a pop! A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Cleared away. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Cut out in the nick of time. Tries to get it forward quickly, dashing forward at pace. It's a decent-looking cross. Tries to get it clear. Cuts it out. And now the breakaway. Looks to dink one in. Gets it into the middle. And that's been levered clear. Hits one! Hoists it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. Chance to shoot. Has a hit! And it's played forward. It's a brilliant interception. Barnes looking to penetrate opposition lines, looking to break out here. That's a decent ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Breaks on here. He's made sure that that won't get through. Vidal. Trippier. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Newcastle are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Forward it goes. Gets up to goal! And there's the goal! looking for.
Newcastle are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's there! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Flamengo get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
It's Gabriel! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just 1 separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. Away from immediate danger. Barnes. Good idea, just poorly executed. Chance! Jim, your thoughts?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Ball through needs to be good here. Oh, real chance!
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Ball is over the line. Danger here. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Shot at goal! Dispatched clinically. And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
It's got through to him. Chance to shoot. And the finish!
Flamengo are definitely going about this the right way.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
And the shot! It's a goal!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves. Flamengo showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Vital, he's played him through. And the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Barnes. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commit.
Going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there? Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Forward it goes. Looks to clip it forward. He's left his man. Has a go! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! And that really is so impressive.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Flamengo, real chance! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Vital. So that's it. It is all over. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. Hits one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Come back to the keeper. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Plays it out to the wing. Going through. Towering header! And it's a goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Flamengo are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
And the finish! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Gets it back. He's got through. Has a pop! In it goes! Into the lead once more.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well read, he sorted that out. Gerson. Tries to get it forward quickly. That's a decent ball. Massive leap! He scored! Great header, made it look easy.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Danilo cuts it out. Danilo has got himself a free kick. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And the counter is on. More than no question, that's a foul. And you would probably say it's too far out for a shot. And it's Shaw. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Over to the left. Now it's Gabriel.
Casemiro simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
He's had a look. Chance! He scores! And the comeback is complete.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Well, this is what we've... Big chance! It's anyone's ball. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And that is as far as they're going to go. Needed a better pass there. Gerson. Gabriel. It's Gabriel! This could fall anywhere. And he's there to cut it out. Could be a chance here. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And already they're looking to run away with it.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely gather themselves.
Shaw gets flagged offside. And the half-time whistle goes. And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Casemiro looking to break out here. Vidal. It's come loose. Danilo. Vidal. Going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Vidal. Casemiro. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Vidal. Vidal drives it forward. He's picked him out. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Vidal hoists it forward. Now it's Vidal. Cut out in the nick of time. Dashing forward at pace. And a shot! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Forward it goes. Oh, well defended. That had to be... Has a shot! Waiting. Goalkeeper's ball. Good ball, it's found its target.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's played forward. He's through. Nice little chip. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes gets away, goes for goal. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Hoists it forward. Danilo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, it's Gabriel. De Ligt. Bruno Fernandes. And now the breakaway. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Gerson. Danilo. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, what a ball! Shot at goal! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And the defence can get it clear. Speculative strike. Real chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as test go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Defending of the desperate variety. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Loose ball, who's going to get there? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Over to the left. Attempt, but not quite good enough. Tries to get it forward quickly. Flamengo are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Maguire gets into the right position to intercept. Shaw. Casemiro, and the through ball is intercepted. Still goalless. It's come through. Bruno Fernandes. Goes for goal! Danilo puts it behind for a corner. Been levered clear. Brings it forward. He's got options out wide. Now it's Gabriel. Has a pop! And they've been... And the follow-up! There it is! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Flamengo get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And he has been fouled there. Vidal. Casemiro. Could be a chance here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Shot at goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Done very well to intervene. Ball's loose, who's getting there? It's a throw in. Danilo. Good idea, just poorly executed. Hoists it forward. And here's Gabriel. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's played forward. Has a goal! Really well taken goal. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. There is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
We're already back underway here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Gerson. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just brushed off the ball there. Bruno Fernandes. It's got through and...
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And the counter is on. This is gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
Looking here to cut their deficit. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Bruno Fernandes! And that is quite wonderful! About as smooth as it gets. The second half sparks straight into life. Oh, that is a bit special. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Vidal drive. Vidal has been caught there. It's a foul. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Casemiro gets it back. And the shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Massive leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Hoists it high.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
It just has to be done.
Oh, good interception. He's picked him out. Gabriel with a shot! They've done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Ball is over the line. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? What a ball this has turned out. It's Gabriel! And that would have been game, set and match.
Gabriel should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
Gerson. Gabriel. Oh, big chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
His second of the game and an eye now for the hat-trick. Flamengo blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Well read, he sorted that out. Bruno Fernandes. Well, they could break here. Cut out in the nick of time. Gerson, forward it goes. Vidal. Well, that had to be more accurate. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
He's through. Surely a shot. And that's that. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at... They were found wanting.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little.
He's gone for it! He's scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
And the sins they make. Vidal with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Bruno Fernandes hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. Real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Gerson. And it's played forward. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And the shot! Goal! And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Forward it goes. That's a decent ball. Much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Gabriel with a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Bruno Fernandes.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Brings it forward.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Good. He's had a shot! And it's there! And already they're looking to run away with it. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Defending of the desperate variety. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Loose ball, who's going to get there? Gets it back. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes plays it forward. Oh, he's broken through. Got a sight of goal here. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. He's had a go! It's a goal! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
It's become a case of men against boys. And the through ball is intercepted. It's a loose ball. Defending was strong and firm. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's a hit! Oh, taken with style. Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Flamengo tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Vidal. He could be in here. And he's straight offside. Vidal proves that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he's shot a goal! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Just brushed off the ball there. Vidal.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
De Ligt. And it's played forward. Casemiro drives it forward. Gerson. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's Vidal. Chance! Oh, almost a sixth!
All you'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Nicely measured pass. And he's there to cut it out. Vidal. Now it's Gabriel. It's come loose. Bruno Fernandes. Chance to shoot. Gerson. And here's Gabriel. Flamengo really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Gerson. Vidal. He's in, goes for goal! He scores! And again, they pile on the misery.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
4 in the game. He is the man. Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, you don't go down without a fight, and the sooner that message can circulate through the team, the better. The scoreline is a little ugly at the moment. It's imperative now that they grab the next goal.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Big chance! They've done it! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Gerson. Casemiro. And here's the chance to counter. Battles to win it back. Gerson loses his balance and loses the ball. Time added on will be 2 minutes. It's a brilliant interception. And the counter is on. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Oh, real day. And the finish! Short. And that's it. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.